Okay guys, we are on our next Zoom video on נקודות מינימום ומקסימום בפונקציות עם שורש. So I'm going to take you through the steps and then we're going to do one problem together. Step 1 is going to be we're going to find the תחום ההגדרה. Step 2 we're going to find the נגזרת, set it equal to 0 and solve for x. Then we're going to להציב את ה-x בתוך המשוואה הדיאגונלית to find the y. Okay, so far it's just exactly like we've done in the past. Step 3 is we're going to set up a טבלה. And in the tabla, we're going to put the x that we found, or xim that we found, and we're also going to put the tchum hagdara. Okay, that's the only difference. Step 4 is we're going to find nikudot that are before and after, and then we're going to plug them into the nigzeret. If we find that the nigzeret is chiyuvi, we're going to draw an arrow going up in the y. If we find that nigzeret is shlili, we're going to draw an arrow going down in the y. And then we're going to write minimum or maximum based on our arrows. You might also have nukudot pitzul, which is when you have 2 ups or 2 downs. And according to the arrows in the tabla, we're going to determine where the tchumei aliyah v'yirida are, and we're only going to use the x. So right now we're going to do the dugma that's on page 505, goes up to page 506. And we're going to do it together. We're going to start with the example, y equals x minus 6 kaful shalosh x. So shlav aleph is going to be, step 1 is to find the tchum hagdara. It's going to be anything under the shoresh, which is just x, is going to be greater than or equal to 0. We don't have anything else to put over here. Tchum hagdara. Okay. So now we're up to step 2. Step 2 is set the nigzeret equal to 0 and solve for x. Well, we have to find the nigzeret first. So find the nigzeret. The nigzeret is going to be y tag shavele 1 minus. So now we have sheish kaful. We know what shoresh x is nigzeret is. 1 over 2 shoresh x. I'm going to plug into my calculator 6 times 1 divided by 2. Okay, and that's going to get us just 3. And the moneh, so 3 over x, we still have that 1 minus. So nigzeret is equal to, tag is equal to 1 minus 3 over shorsh x. Now going back up here, we find set nigzeret equal to 0 and solve for x. So we have to set this over here equal to 0 and solve for x. 1 minus 3 over shorsh x equals 0 and solve for x. Now, how are we going to do this? This is what we're always going to do. We're going to get the shevet by itself. So in this case, we have to subtract 1 from both sides. So we have minus 3 over shorsh x equals minus 1. And now we're going to do kefal b'hatzlava. Okay? Kefal b'hatzlava is when we multiply these guys and we set it equal to this. So I'm going to write over here minus 1 kaful shorsh x shavele minus 3, and it's not kaful anything. Okay, so I have minus shorsh x equals minus 3. I'm going to lechalik both sides by minus 1. So we have shorsh x equals 3. Now we can try to think to ourselves, shorsh x equals 3. Well, what can get me equal to 3? I can think it's 9, or you can do everything bashni on both sides. X shavet to 9, and this we have to practice a lot. This will be part of the bug group. So x shavet to 9. How do we find the y? Good. We plug it back into the mishvah originali. So I go back up there and I look at my mishvah originali. Y equals x minus 6 kaful shorsh x. So I'm going to plug that in. Y equals x minus 6 kaful shorsh x. I'm going to plug in 9 wherever I see an x. 9 minus 6 kaful 9. I'm going to plug this into my calculator. 9 minus 18. And I'm going to get negative 9. So y is equal to negative 9, which makes my nikudat hashaka 9, negative 9. Okay, that's my nikudat hashaka. Now, it's time to set up a tabla. Which 2 points am I going to put in the tabla? I'm going to put the 0, which is my tchum hagdara. I'm going to put the 9, which is the only x that I found. I'm going to put the tchum hagdara points. I only have 1, and I'm going to put the x points that I found. So 9. Now, tchum hagdara means that anything before it is non-existent. Okay? Now, we have to find points between 0 and 9. I'm going to choose 8, and we have to find a point after 9. I'm going to choose 10. What are we going to do? We're going to plug it into the y tag, into the nigzeret, and we're going to see if it's chiyuvi or if it's shili. If it's chiyuvi, I'm going to write a plus sign. If it's shili, I'm going to write a minus sign in the row that says y. Okay, so down here I plugged in 8 into my nigzeret, and I plugged in 10 to my nigzeret. When I plugged in 8, I got a negative number, and I remember that was shili. So I'm going to draw a negative sign here and a down arrow, the actual function. And at 10, I got a positive number, 0.051. So I'm going to draw an arrow that's going up. Okay, which means that what do you know about 9? 9 is going to be going from down to up, which means it's going to be a minimum. So I'm going to write min on top here, min. And I write min over here, which means that this is going to be a min and no 0 is where it starts. So therefore, I have finished solving the problem. The point 9, negative 9 is a minimum. Okay, 9, negative 9 is a minimum. So that's the answer to the problem. Let's do another problem in the next video.